I believe we are going to be getting into this side of Winter Semis, going in right now. And we're starting off Trophy's Edge.
Ooh. So just as you said, Steven and Bugs versus Shaggy and Wonder Woman. Shaggy, very common to see it. It's a day one user. And honestly, I'm excited to see the use of the bubble shield for Steven. I know he's very protective, and a lot of people play a shield throughout Multiversus, especially in 2v2. What kind of composition should we see with Bugs Bunny coming up as well? What does that change in the meta for Steven's playstyle?
Bugs Bunny and Steven work very nicely together for two main reasons. The first main reason, which is the one that most people would think of, is just their vertical kill power. Steven's really good at popping up people a very large amount of distance. You combine that with Bugs Bunny up air, which is the strongest up air in the game, you can potentially take very, very early stocks for a lot of players off the top. I want to point out another nice little synergy that you have is that Steven is mostly an aerial-based character. He likes to drift in with nairs, surfboards, things like that. Bugs gives him a grounded game via tunnel and safe. Safe means that Steven has things he can do on the ground to launch the safe around, things like that. And tunnel means Steven can actually just pop through the tunnel and just play like kind of like a grounded dash dance game around Tug's tunnel exits in order to like keep the pressure up in a spot where he normally wouldn't be able to.
Fascinating to see. And currently we see some that use of Steven being able to get that up here, trying to lock in Shaggy on that edge. Nice little edge guard as Shaggy gets knocked out, allowing them a chance to dive in on Shirro. Taking a moment as Bugs and Steven both diving in. That's going to give the first stock to Moices and Misty.
Moices and Misty doing a pretty good job in this game so far. They've racking up a lot of damage onto both the players on red, while Moices himself is only at 40% on this first stock. And I think that's kind of going to be a lot of what we're seeing. The way Misty and Moices play is they generally have Misty go forward, try to play the front line, hit these landing nairs, start a combo, try to play basically in people's faces to get something big going, while they have Moices play more of a support, go for follow-up hits, maybe go for a landing nair here or there just to rack up some damage. Like you see him swat away the Shaggy there with the forward air, send him off to the side. And that's probably the pace we're going to be seeing from them for most of the set. On the other hand, on red team, PoR0 is probably one of the more rage-centric Shaggies, I would say, at the top level of the game right now. He's very good at finding spots, like you see right there. As soon as the game slows down, he's very good at finding spots where he's able to get these charges for free, and he'll be able to throw out a lot of these rage sidekicks, rage uppercuts to secure kills a lot earlier than you'd see otherwise. I think the pacing of this set and who we see win will be determined by how much value PoR0 is able to find on these rage mode and how well Moises will be able to hold on to his stock for prolonged periods of time.
I'm inclined to agree, and I also really want to shout out Shirro's gameplay during that moment, just being able to allow PoR0 to have that space. Albeit right now, we're one stock away from Moises and Misty to take advantage. Misty currently burning up at 121, while Shirro is close behind at 107, and they're going to start focusing in on PoR0, but I would like to see them isolate Shirro in the moment, trying to break away, and they're going to be able to do so with that up air, able to knock out Shirro in that moment.
Yeah, we did it. So we already saw like a good amount of it so far in this game. Misty is probably the best user of Bugs Bunny and Nair in the game right now. He's very good at picking his spots with it and getting big combo openings started. There we saw him create so much pressure from the Nair that Shirro was a little bit afraid to go on ledge, and as soon as he got nervous at the edge and finally jumped away, Misty caught the jump with a rocket and confirmed that into an upper for the kill. Fighting against Bugs right now, the main game plan you need to do is you need to be ready to swat away the Nair. If he's able to find the Nairs on you, you will lose. It's one of the highest damage openings in the game. It is very, very risky to fight straight on. You just need to swat it away. Like there we see him hit the double Nair on the right side. And it's like, I think Wonder Woman and Shaggy both have pretty good tools at dealing with it. Wonder Woman Sair is really good at stuffing it. Wonder Woman Nair is also pretty good. Shaggy Dare, things like that. But if you're just going to get caught on all your jump-ins, like there, once again, they just force Shirro off to the side with these rocket up airs. It can be scary. It can really be scary.
And plus with Moises being able to use that watermelon even to buy some time and just set up that zone as well, has to make it really frustrating for PoR0 and Shirro to try and find some kind of chemistry, some sort of synergy, as they are able to take at least the first stock going into this match. But I feel like the momentum shift for Moises and Misty has been so far on their side for the entire set at this point in time, as they continue to use that Nair, as you said.
I mean, the red team so far, they were able to take the first stock in this game, but they're at such high percent here. And just like as before, Moices just not taking any damage ever. Still only 50% on the first stock, but I mean, as long as they can't get these kills in Shirro and PoR0, they can try to rack up a lot of extra damage here. PoR0 stalling over on the right side of the stage, none of them are able to find the edge guard. And while Shirro isn't really making anything happen, he is able to get a little bit of dodge meter back, and then but he just gets too greedy on the Sair, misses the Bugs Bunny, gets through the up air. And then another up air from Mistyc coming out, takes out both of them. And right now the stock lead is favor blue.
Now taking flight, it's going to be Shirro fighting off against Misty. Nice little up air. Bit of a 1v1 action on the edge. PoR0 dive down on with Misty coming in to help out. Moices up air on Shirro, up towards the top, trying to isolate, trying to prevent, as it looks like they're going to tie up the game 2-2 once again, but Shirro's in danger as the entire set goes on.
This has been pretty good for PoR0 and Shirro so far, actually, because if you look at the stock math in this game, I mean, PoR0's kind of taking a big combo right now from Moices. It was going good as soon as I say something, because you have to take 2 stocks to win here if you're blue team, and PoR0 was only 10%, but Moices was able to get a big tech chase, got like a big 80 damage combo onto the Shaggy. Right now it's basically even, but Shaggy does have that rage move on deck. You got to be careful of it. Throws out the down tilt, gets a couple hits, breaks a shield on Steven, but it isn't going to burn through all the bubbles in time. Rose Bomb going to force Shaggy up top. It's a great dodge from PoR0, but Shirro loses his life. How is he going to stall here on the edge while in burnout? Wonder Woman comes back with armor. He tries to get a rage move going. He gets the reversal onto Moises. This is a chance for Shirro, but he misses the reverse up tilt off the jab. And the Sair from Steven is actually going to take out the game. Oh, Shirro just missing the kill confirm on Misty.
We'll always find a way.
All right. That is a 2-0 lead right now. Moises and Misty off of the back of that. That's a bit unfortunate. If you're on the side of Shirro and PoR0, you almost were able to bring that back, just not quite. But if it means anything, they started that game down by a pretty significant margin. The fact that they were able to bring it back to be pretty close, I mean, it might be indicative of some stuff for game 3. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
I'm starting to see a momentum, like the foundations of a momentum shift happening on the red side. Shirro and PoR0 are finding their moments where they're really trying to dive in on Misty and try to force. One, they need to avoid that nair, as you've said before, but they're trying to force Misty to be in more awkward situations. And with Moises having to play the edge guard, they can take advantage of that and try to essentially force Misty far off into the side of the map. Hopefully we'll see that going into the map 3, but currently match point in favor of Moises and Misty.
What I want to see this game is I want to see PoR0 get a lot more value out of the rage moves. We've seen him get several rages each game. It feels like he hasn't really found the mark with any of them. There's generally 2 rules of thumb of what you can do with Shaggy Rage. One is just side B because it's a really big, side special because it's a really big burst option, covers a lot of the stage, kill power, all that. But that's a move you kind of have to throw out. The only confirm into it really being Dare, as we saw there. You also have the option of holding on to the rage, and you can confirm into it off of jab. You do jab, jab, up special with the up special rage. And I would say if he's not able to find the side specials, maybe he should be going for those instead. But they're making it work so far this game. He's going to be able to finish this rage over on the right side. If he gets this onto the Steven, it could lead to a kill, but he's in a potential bad spot here. Overcommits to the charge. Bugs gets the jab up tilt up air. PoR0's going to lose the first stock in this game 3.
A chance as we can see Shirro trying to at least lock out Bugs, but PoR0 able to get the stocks, take out a stock from Moises. Moises now coming back in with that armor. Has a bit of invincibility. It's going to try and prevent PoR0 from taking that moment to pick up rage. Shirro getting a little bit low on the dodge meter and near burnout as well. Misty taking advantage to up air on PoR0, trying to knock him out, but not able to do so. Both of them taking that weakened state as they're forced to the center of the stage.
Oof. Shirro getting a little bit greedy on the edge guard over on Misty on the right. We've seen a lot of reversals so far in this set, and almost none of them are working in the favor of the red team. They need to make something happen here. This is not damage you can be taking if you're Shirro right now. He has to be the stock tank in this game. He's respawned and taken 100 damage in 10 seconds. It's looking like blue team's in such a good spot to win. PoR0 finally finds a rage move kill right there, but they have to get through 2 stocks. while both being at 130 by themselves. PoR0 loses his right there. Shirro manages to avoid the jab from Bugs, but he has to run for his life. Moices is hunting him down. The Nair Spike sends him over to the side. He gets his dodge caught by the Dare, and Moices and Misty take it in a pretty dominating 3-0, honestly.